All right. Hey guys, so take another trade. I'm in another trade. We should see maybe the breakdown. Up, good. And oh, great trade. And maybe even a drop. We should see it says 19s, but I'll get out. Anyways, alright guys, if you see I'm in a trade, probably cut this for a win. 20 bucks. Technically 20 bucks if it doesn't go against me, which we could possibly see it go against me too, since I am. Eh, alright. Anyways, let's continue. If you see in the middle of my screen is basically I'm doing I have two reasons why I'm doing this video, and one of them is to understand and to know exactly if TopStep is legit. Is it true or is it fake? And I've seen thousands of videos, not thousands, but I've seen a lot of videos where there's big payouts, 10,000, 5,000, 20,000. And I've also seen scams where they don't pay them. For me personally, I don't believe in that. I am really uh, like I don't believe everything's on the internet. I don't generally I feel like um it's not 100% legit, but and mind you, right now there is a bunch of people. Um, there's a bunch of people like selling courses, selling how to day trade, selling this, and some of them are fake, some of them are real. And what do you guys uh like, how do you guys know if it's true or not? If you guys are gonna spend that much money? Um, but I've been day trading for 5 years, actually six. Um, and I started right before COVID, investing and so on. But you know, that was a chaos and chaotic moment. Now I've been day trading, not consistently, but 5 years. Now I'm being more consistent, and I've been hearing a lot about these prop firms, and I wanted to know if it's legit or if it's false. And if you see in the middle, uh, today I passed the combine. So if you guys don't know, prop firms work like this. Um, there is technically it's a challenge. You have about 5 days where you get to trade in a simulated account. If you make $3,000 or more, you can start trading in their live accounts and you can start making money. And they pay you a 50% of that money. Um, but you have to pay them a one-time fee of $45, actually $45 a month, until you pass. Then um, I wasn't sure if it was 5 days that you have to trade or you just have to be on the threshold of $3,000 or more. And then the other part is that you cannot be having a drawdown of 2,000 or less. And right now, if you see in the middle, I have um, successfully passed my account after multiple tries. There was a lot of days and tries that I resetted my accounts and so on. And for me, my idea was that I need to pass. I need to know if this is true or not. I've seen a lot of videos where it says it's true, but I wanted to show you guys because I don't know, and I feel like there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as I am. And for me personally, it is really important to know whether I can trade there, if I can get a payout, and so on. And that's why I'm making these videos. The other thing why I'm making these videos as well is to have a more of a consistent trading routine, as well as reviewing my trades and give you guys a brief look into the the transparency on losing days and winning days. And in these 5 years that I've been trading, it's been a roller coaster. Um, I've been some months that I've been consistent, other months that I have not been consistent, and I've lost a lot of money. I made a lot of money, and I believe that if I make these videos, it's going to make me a better trader, but even better, I can show the truth behind day trading, and also I can show myself if I'm actually being uh, transparent about my trades, if I'm taking shitty trades, if I fuck up, if I help out, if I see a progress in my trades, if I'm helping myself out by constantly reviewing and so on, and it just helps me maintain that focus of every day, um, working towards a bigger goal, which is making thousands of dollars. But little by little steps. I do want to see what this funded account is, and if you see in the right side, that is I'm trading in my with my own money. I was actually trading recently, which I had a couple of ins and outs. It does say here, I was up $170, but nothing crazy. I know for some it's a lot of money, for some it's a little bit. And like I said, I lose a lot of money, I win a lot of money, and so on. So is TopStep Trader um funded account legit? Let's find out because I passed the challenge today earlier, and I was a little bit surprised when I logged in and they showed me that I can that I can activate my account. And I don't know what's next, I don't know if they're telling the truth, if they're lying. I have no clue what's next. But here it goes, guys. So I agreed, I signed, I activated my fee, I paid the fee of 149, and now it says create that funded account. And let's click on it. All right. So tips from our coaches. Account balance. Your account begins at zero balance, which allows you to keep track of your profits, losses as you work towards payouts. The buying power is the same as your trading combat account size. So it's 50,000. And simple payout policy. Just have 5 or more days of 200 or more to unlock up to 50% of your profits. After winning 30 days, you can get payouts up to 100% of your profit. That's it. No fine print. Trade with us. Good trading can be boring. You don't have to go and do it alone. Go at it alone. Check out Stop Top Step TV. T4 platform accounts will take up to 1 business day to create. We'll email you when it's ready. Start trading. So, practically, you have to you have to start. So technically what they're saying is you have to make $200 or more for 5 days. I didn't read if it was consecutive or not, but for 5 days. And once you make 5 days, you can withdraw 50%. So if you have $200 times 5, that is 1,000, you can withdraw 500 of that 1,000. And then after 30 days, if you consistently make those 200, you can withdraw 100%. So just in my math, I have tons of questions, guys. Like I have no clue. What am I gonna do if I have if one day it's 150, the other day it's 300, the next day it's 100, the next day it's 50, and so on. What's gonna happen with that? Since it's not $200 or more, you know? That's the hardest part is what happens when you don't make that 200 a week, a day. Anyway, so and then it's you start off zero. It says you start off zero. But when I clicked and enter this and enter into the account, it's at 53,700. And that's remind you, this is with the days that I passed. Well, one day, zero, one, two, three. So I technically passed in 2 days. Well, not really. But the third day I made $52,600 and I was above the $3,000 that I supposed to make, which was 53,000. Um Weekly P&L is 3,700 and then, I made that. I'm a little bit scared to trade the way I traded it with this combine because I accelerated the process. I was swinging big, quick ins and outs, to make like second day, I think. Second day I made both days. First day I made 1,600. Second day I made 1,500, 400. Third day I made 792, and all those days, I was like playing it big. I took a couple of risky trades, but I was in and out. So I was quick. I was going with big size, and that's why I cannot trade the same way if it's real money. And that's why if you see on the right side, I don't trade with a big size because it's my money. Anyways, um, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It says past here, launch top step, but this is not it. Oh, express funded account. Ah, there we go. There we go. So here it shows me the account. $0. Let's take a quick trade, guys. Just, we're probably gonna lose, but whatever.
Order filled.
It's filled. You make $2, three, and you
Order
sell,
filled.
and you get 76 cents. So the reason why you get 76 cents, even though you made that $3, is because of the um the fees. The fees. So the fees, although I don't actually. Oh, look, we would have. I don't think it was actually the fees, guys. I think it was just the. I think it was the trade. Um, Actually, no, it is the fees, guys. So honestly, I have no clue, but I have to keep trading. I have to keep checking. So that's it. It's funded technically. We are moving up. I'm gonna I'm gonna do more videos regarding my strategies and how I trade and what I look for in entries and so on. Honestly speaking, um, I'm gonna trade so differently than my uh, than when I was doing the trading combine. But I want to be consistent on making $200 or more, and not even 200, just 100, just like 150, things like that. Not even whatever the market gives me, I will take. And if the market gives me, let's say, 50 cent, $50, $60, whatever I take, I'll go because this is different. Can't be on a drawdown of $2,000. If not, I lose that combine. And my purpose for this video and my the reason why I make this video is because I want to really understand if Top Step is legit or not. I already passed the combine. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It took me a couple of weeks. Um, I it took me a couple of tries. It took me like 4 or 5 times, and um, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to make the $3,000. It was more of the process of it. It's the idea of you can't rush and the idea of you need to trade quality setups and you need to start understanding that with big size you lose right away. You will lose right away with big size because $2,000 on a Nasdaq. And mind you, today it was a day where we went up. We went up 10% on the Nasdaq. Point to point A to point B, 10%. And it could have been from low to highs. It was way more, like 12%. And for that moves to be making, and you buy one mini contract and you go 1,000 points. Oh boy, you blow your account. Like today, yeah, well today early afternoon because it's nighttime. Early afternoon, I was in a short position. I was in a short position and I quickly got out. I got out so quick because I was in the money. I'm like, whoa, what a flush. Bam. We dropped, got out instantly. Then I was up. Then we see a shh to the moon. Um, and I was trading that pushes up, but it was just so volatile. Like every candle, if you guys can see here, it's not that many. It's like that's why I like trading at night because it's not risky. It's like, 10 candles. 10, not 10 candles, what am I saying? 10 points. Nasdaq is, and this is the micro contracts. But if you look, oh god damn it. If you look here, and that's a good setup actually. If you look here on the right side, oh, look at this candles. Oh man, I know a lot of people blew their accounts today. Look at these candles. By the way, that was 10, right? 10 points. This is this is in 3 minutes. One, two, three. It's 50 points in 3 minutes. And that was in the afternoon. But around when it started pushing, look here. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? There we go. I was trading this, by the way. It was crazy moves, crazy moves. Look at this. This 1 minute moves. And now that I see it too, I got caught in here too. 1 minute moves is 1 minute is from 400 to 500, 100 points, guys. 100 points in a minute. Can you believe that? And 100 points in a minute with mini contracts. That's $200? Does 225? What is it? 225? Something like that. How about that? In 1 minute, you lose $200 in a minute. You can win $200 in a minute, or you could lose 200. But if you're on the backside, look like this. If you buy this and you're like, all right, we're going up, we're gonna go higher. Look at this flush. This is a 728 to 400, 300 point flush, 300 point. And if you have just two small contracts, two mini contracts, what is that? I think I got caught in one of those too, and I'm being so transparent. I've lost money today, um, and because but I understood the risk. I understood that i those can you got to see those candles. You got to see, all right, I'm gonna lose big, and if we break this, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose 200, $300. I was playing that game, and I understood the game. Look, you see the setups? This was the 1 minute setups that I like to take, but it was so volatile. Like I couldn't handle it. Emotionally, I was done. I couldn't handle it. It's so hard seeing the charts fluctuate up and down, up and down. Like here, you see, here, right now, we're going 10 points at once. Look, I'll sell this one.
Order filled.
I'll go
Order filled.
and look, I make $8 in a matter of seconds. Which that's fine because then you can limit your risks. You can think about, all right, 10 points, 20 points is $50, you know? But come on, like how do you how do you play that much? You know, and there's big people playing contracts of like the the E-mini contracts, which is we're talking about $1,000 every candle, $1,000, and that's one contract. Imagine 10, 10. It's insane, guys. And then here, look, we went up, and if you would have gone short, and if you would have gone out, because you think you can get out, you think it's like, nah, I'll get out, I'll get out, I'll always get out. No, you don't think like that when you're trading. You lose sight of your own understanding of everything that you have been taught. And it is tough to trade, not only because you are losing and winning money every second, but seeing money change from 1 second to the other, it it makes your psychology um, change decisions and make bad decisions and so on. And that's why it's tough. It's tough. But anyway, so for this, these weeks are going to be so volatile that even I, with a small account, I'm frustrated. I'm like done for the full. I'm tired of these tariffs. I am done with these tariffs. It's so amazing to see. This is like once in in a billion. Oh, I don't want to say billion years, but this is a once in a lifetime experience to be day trading like this. And I honestly think, and I am letting you guys know, and mm, you possibly might see this, but might not. But I honestly think that in the future, when there's more people trading and more people see how trading works, man, the amount of money that we're gonna lose. And we're talking about today, we added $3 trillion. The amount of money we're gonna lose and we're gonna win. Oh God, man, it's gonna be crazy because it's not like today it was very volatile, but it's been because of how many people are trading now. It is insane. And even if you take this, let's say let's say you got a great entry here, which most of us don't. Now, how do you know this is gonna push up? Unless you know specifically where to buy, and that's like inside trading, then you have no clue. Look at this flush. You think we're gonna go, bam. Then you're like, all right, I'm gonna buy the dip in the 50 EMA, bam. And then you don't never know if this is gonna keep dropping, and then you get stuck in the longs. And it happens to everybody. And look, now we're riding this and so on, and it's just insane, guys. I could keep going on and on forever, but that's not the point. The point was to trade, to understand if Top Step is legit or if it's not. And I honestly think it's not. A lot of people say it is, but I really want to know. Um, that's the idea. I'm gonna post more content regarding if um, regarding my funded account, like where it's at, how much I make, and if we get a buyout, if we get a payout, I want to know if it's legit. I want to know if it hits my bank account and so on. And I'm thinking that in the future, but I might lose. I might lose and lose $2,000, and then I gotta go back to the trading combine again. But even if it takes me and I fail and then you know, I'm gonna do it again and again and again. That's the way I am. I am resilient. I am relentless. I work and continue to work until I prove a point. But right now, that's my goal. After we know that we get payouts and so on, then I'll start trading my way. Then I'll let you guys know about trading strategies, things like that. And if you see on the right side, the screen, a lot of people are gonna be like, "What the hell is going on here?" But that's how I trade. And it's probably not gonna be your um that way, the way that you guys view it, but that's how I view it. That's how I view things. I don't have a lot of things, but you might see the lines and so on, and that's what I can see, and how I can see the possibly where it's gonna go. I'm always wrong, and sometimes I'm right, but a lot of times I'm wrong, and that's not trading is not about being right or wrong. It's about making money. But at the same time, you don't chase the money, you work and you see it um, again and again and just continue to trade. Like
Order
this one,
filled.
we break, and it's a key level here that we should break, but if it doesn't break, we cut in quick. We should see 25s. Next minute, it's too extended. You got 3 seconds. Hmm. Uh, there we should see a flush here. I want to take this mouse off my 35s. What do I want to do? Yeah, does it want to go?
Order filled.
Does it want to go, guys? All right. That was a little trade that I took just to see how it feels. Nothing crazy. Um, to know how it is to trade in an Express account. All right, guys, that's it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to know more, and you can reach out to me. Honestly, new to this, don't really know. And look, we dropped. That would have been like $10 or something like that. Anyways, all right. Thank you guys, and um, I'll make more videos.